So, just got done watching X-Ring shooting his JP. I'm not actually sure if it's his JP or not, but it's a badass JP. The only thing that's really different about his is you can actually do the traditional charging handle along with the side charger. I was like, why would I? If you have a side charger, why in the hell would you ever use a regular charging handle? So, first thing we're doing is we're going to look at number 18 from NiHapian. And I think 18 was the last one. I've been, I know there was not a brewer review last night, but there was a number 17 review last night. I just forgot to, record it and edit it and render it, then upload it. So, 18, that's the last in the present rotation. Ooh, right off the bat, I'm getting another one that's got this floaty. No, it's just a bubble. False alarm. Another one that has this greenish hue to it. Very strong. Oh, it smells good. Smells good, don't they? You guys remember, like years and years ago, farts in the Matrix or whatever, when the what was her name, the Oracle was meeting him for the first time, and she like rips a fart and she's like, oh, smell good, don't they? And he's like, again, it smells like a scotch. It smells really, really, really damn good, and it's got a little bit of legs. Maybe not Tina. Oh yeah, she's grabbing on. Yeah, I'd say it got some streaking and everything. It's got legs like Tina Turner. Oh my God, it's like okay. I'm not obsessed with Tina Turner, but you have to admit she's got some legs. Seriously. I don't know, who cares? Cheers. That's not bad. A little bit of that charred wood, but not nearly what was that? No, that was 17. Yeah, I don't know. The more I had of 17, the more I had of 17. Now we're on 18. At least this one's legal. Oh, little buddy, sorry. 14 took a nosedive. What was 14? Oh, 14, I have really good, nice, mild flavor. Sorry, 14. They don't appear to be the same one. And speaking of NiHap, I got a package in the mail from Mr. and Mrs. NiHap. I got, I think this is officially my second Christmas card. My first one was from Tardisius, and I still have to fulfill his wishes on divvying up the money for Jack, for some guys. Merry Christmas to the Bomies. Peace on Earth from Mr. and Mrs. NiHap. Don't open it until December 25th. Just kidding, haha. Yeah, I didn't listen. I opened it up. I had a sneaking suspicion it was something. Somebody did something. And what was the something? Well, Mr. and Mrs. Nyhap got me a bottle of Isla single malt scotch. I'll just go with Ardbeg. And unlike the Hornet Fixer fiasco, where Stephen Bush was just looking for something to pack the box so the rest of the stuff didn't move around, put a Campbell's soup can in a optics box. This is actually a... here, we can actually look at it if you want. So help me if this whole video gets deemed unusable because of Christine. She found out that Motley Crue is decided to come out of retirement and go touring, and she's informed me that no matter where they are, and basically no matter how much it costs, she was going. And then, you know, because she said, I'm gonna use the, you know, the next time we actually will have money will probably be the taxes, hopefully. And I said I never take any of the money from taxes, and she's like, yeah, just go drink your scotch. First in, well, actually the first comment was Bearded CB saying second. Smile Money says he's got fast fingers. And then Smile Money says second. I coast in behind first. Car drafts, well, just slingshot. And then Bearded CB says, oh, first. And then, wow. Smile Money says he did come in first in the senior division. I do have something ordered, but it's not coming from Chinatown or Chinatown Goods. So I figured I'd be brave and open this up in the brew review. Of course, then again, if it's monkey balls or something, then I'll be forced to consider. Free hugs. 5 Nights at Freddy's. Okay. Get it? I'm still learning nothing. A plaid flask. So I don't know if this is just supposed to be an additional gift for Samantha, or if this is give this to Samantha so I can get mine back peace offering. This is a full-on legit though. This is the other one I think is just a sticker. This one is like leather and plaid. A 4-ouncer. I don't know if that's quite enough. She's at least she likes beer. Evidently they threw in the free hugs or something. It doesn't appear to be a bottle opener or anything. Alright. Blade VIP is where it's from. Whoever sent it. I'm just assuming that it's a Sam item. Okay, what are we looking at? Well, Twinkle Tits, aka Matt, Crepe, like on Tuesday, said that he was going to have Thursday off and wanted to know if I was doing a brew review or not. So I diverted from doing the last one from Ormond and bought a 6er of 2 different things. And he could be a show. He hasn't responded to my text, so basically the moral to the story is fuck him. So I'm going to drink one of the two. This is actually a brewery that I believe I was first introduced to by Salty Shellback. When he's up in this neck of the woods, I think he drives past the brewery and usually grabs something, and everything I've had from them is actually pretty tasty. South Shore Brewery. This is their handcrafted in the historic downtown district. This is their APPLEFEST Ale, an ale brewed with honey and natural flavors added. Ashland, Wisconsin. I don't know if I still have any family in Ashland. This is where my grandmother on my dad's side and my great-grandmother, who lived with my grandmother. Wow, there's something that'll never fucking happen. I'm telling you right now. I love my mom and all, but no, it's never going to happen. That's probably why Samantha told me the exact same. Actually, Sam said if you get to a point in your life where you guys have no other choice but to come and live in my basement, I'm all for it. But she assured me that she would never be the person wiping my hiney. But it has an opener, and this is something that I haven't had in quite a while. You know, I don't think I've used... I was mixed. I got a couple from Big Jeff sitting here. I got the girl and the guitar and the awesome razor blade one. But you know, I don't think I've used Snowflake Melter. It's been so long. Actually, it's in need of a little polishing. But as always, it works perfectly. And how is this whole piece of shit thing going on with the impeachment bullshit? And you actually listen to it live, and you're like, you libtards got totally fucking stepped on today. Your supposed key witness, the one where Adam Shit runs out and says, oh, as soon as our star witness is done, man, impeachment is going to happen for sure. Fucking Trump is fucked on this. And then the guy gets up there and says, I never heard him say any of that stuff. As a matter of fact, when I asked him what to do, he said, don't do anything. We're just going to hope that he does the right thing. And yet you listen to like CNN or any of those, and they're like, oh, it was huge victories today for the impeachment. You guys are fucked. You guys are the most deranged bunch of fucking babies I've ever heard in my entire life. Oh my God, if we would have acted like that when Obama was in office, I think you can... Smile money. I think you can probably go somewhere and you can get me saying that Obama is my president. I don't agree with a goddamn thing that he's trying to do, but, you know, I'm an American, and I stand behind the majority of the people said that they wanted Obama, yet I think a lot of it was just like with my niece, oh, he's so dreamy. What? Smells good. There's no alcohol percentage on the bottle, so we're just gonna have to guess. Before I even go in, I'm gonna say 5.5. After going in, I'm gonna say 4.5. APPLEFEST. You know, it doesn't actually say anything about apples, just that it was a beer that was made for APPLEFEST that takes place every single year. And I tell you, you want to see a shit ton of people all in one spot for 3 days. Bayfield APPLEFEST. Google it. I don't know, maybe she doesn't even know. Hey, Google, what is the biggest event that goes on in Bayfield, Wisconsin?
Sorry, I can't help with that yet.
Hey Google, is there such a thing as APPLEFEST in Bayfield, Wisconsin?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Hey Google, why are you stupid?
Well, I'm still learning. What do we need to fix?
Well, you can disconnect yourself.
Okay, thank you for taking the time to help.
Are you still listening to me? Maybe be entertaining to like set the thing up so you can actually Ooh. Oh, hey Google. What's the temperature right now?
The current temperature in Duluth is 23. Due to current wind conditions, it feels like it's 10.
That didn't help. Now it's echoing inside the... It's that big-ass glass I got from Agent Chaos. Hey Google, turn the volume down by 10%. Hey Google, you consider yourself sexy?
I'll let you decide.
Oh, can you send me some nude pictures in my home app?
My apologies. I don't understand.
Of you. Nude pictures of you. How can I get them?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Hey Google, turn the volume down by another 10%. Oh my God. Hey Google, what is APPLEFEST in Bayfield, Wisconsin?
According to Wikipedia, the Bayfield AppleFest is a fall harvest festival held in October in Bayfield, Wisconsin. Founded in 1962, it has become a destination for many people from across the Midwest, with an annual attendance of approximately 60,000 people.
What's the population of Bayfield, Wisconsin? I think it's like 600.
The population of Bayfield was 473 in 2017.
So you take a city that has 400 to low, let's just call it 500. We'll round up. We have 500 people living in Bayfield, and we put 60,000 people there over the 3 days. I have an ex-friend of mine, because he's a douchebag. I think it took him 5 years to get. He was on reservations for a bed and breakfast. Anything. I think that's all they have there. I don't think there's actually any hotels. So he was on. He had reserved. Well, there might be now because of that one weekend. Booked the whole place up. He was on. I think it took him 5 or 6 years to finally get a room at this bed and breakfast, and then you basically. When you check out, I think you have to pay for the next year, otherwise you lose your reservations. I don't know if he still does it or not, because he's a douchebag, and I haven't talked to him since he was a douchebag. Ask Steve Schweitzer about him, though. Steve Schweitzer loves him. Okay, so it doesn't even... So if the other day Matt was bitching about that one beer, the one that David Brown picked out, and then David Brown got a little pissed off because Matt was dissing on the beer that he picked up from me. This is really has a really nice thick amber crystal clear color to it, but to be totally honest, it's a very, very light everything beer. It doesn't have a lot of flavor up front, and I don't know if it's because it's APPLEFEST ale. It almost has a little bit of a bitterness that you'd expect to get from like an apple peel. And to be totally honest, I have to, even knowing that honey is supposed to be in here, it's not a lot of it. It's definitely not a lot of it. And it was a It was a 6-pack. Oh, excuse me. Well, it's a 6-pack, so why put it down? Frontline, third or fourth. Excuse me. I think Frontline, your third. Bearded CB, second. Laugh out loud. Way to go, Smile Money. Smile Money, big deal on 4th Street in Duluth. Let's not get carried away, no matter what your shirt says. David, no, he's not. I'm 9 blocks above him, and I'm certified legit big deal. Smile Money says, I say challenge him to a duel. David says, yes, Smile Money, I'm good with that, but the little princess will want to fight with Tommy Sticks? Tummy Sticks? Don't even know what the fuck that is. David Brown. Then Smart Money says back to David Brown, oh, the challenge gets to pick the type of duel. I agree. Okay. Ben N is saying 9th, and I think you actually did better than that, Ben. Bearded CB looks like Mall Ninja Pistol coming along. Great. Oh yeah. Disappointingly though, I did get a message from Peter from Texas. Crazy Scotsman, I know you see all these. Supposedly Scotsman and I know Peter have been trying to see if Maxim Defense would donate their version of the close quarters brace, which I said is very expensive. It's like a $500 item because it's the whole shooting match, no pun intended. So the tube, the buffer, the spring, you know, it's everything. But yeah, this is where it's at. I'm gonna have to talk with Hubie. John said that he was going to donate a square break, but John has a tendency sometimes to remember about 5 seconds into the future, and that's about it. So yeah, this is where this guy stands right now. It's going to be badass. Smart Money, a scope on a pistol. I would have a laser before a scope, but it's your bottle opener. I'm more than happy with my EOTech. I know a few years back they took some shit because supposedly there was some kind of issues. If you went from negative 6,000 degrees immediately to a volcano, evidently there was some kind of a Doppler shift in its performance. Duh. I have never had an issue with mine, and it's sitting on the most, the highest round count gun in the collection right now. I think the pistol has finally passed up Christine's rifle, especially after the trying it with the echo trigger in it. I was gonna say, the one that has the echo trigger in it is the one that used to be the slide fire stock, and that has a pretty decent round count too. But that was kind of like it's most remembered for the ridiculous amount of rounds shot through it at one particular moment in time, and not how many have gone through it total to this moment in time. I mean, it doesn't even go out very much, but when it did, it was like, oh, I can't touch it because it's so freaking hot. Clyde, 11th Revolution. Steve, you really need to get a prop pistol basement pop done sometime before one of us dies. Let's hope I have a little bit more time under the belt, Steve. Jolson, this video needs more cowbell. Tardisius, it needs something. Cowbell can't hurt. Ow! Ooh. and those people, hopefully, paying attention to the monitor, and your wife is asleep right behind you, and you got the headphones in, and you turn, and Eric is dark and soft, so you turn the volume way up. Matt Davis, now that's a brew babe I could get behind. Not sure what he's talking about. Steven, the gold bolt carrier group does look better than the blue one on all black guns. The blue one would look great on a pistol, but would look good on the pistol, but functionality, the low mass is better on the pistol. Absolutely. I mean, I remember having this conversation with Travis, DJ Alkaline One, or whatever the hell he is these days. Alive, that's a very good thing, Travis, if you're watching these. You know, what Travis wanted to do is basically make the carrier... He thought that the direction I was going, it would pogo stick. And what he did is he just left a regular full-on heavy carrier in his, and then try to compensate for things with you know, a heavier buffer and a, you know, heavier spring and blah blah blah, and I almost think that his approach was to you know, over gas it and go heavy on everything, and mine was to be able to control the gas, you know, close it down, you know, stay with reliability. You know, I think I'm 2 clicks above a fail. One didn't seem like it gave me enough of a margin just in case I ever got a hold of some crappy ammo and I was actually using it to, you know, defend America. So, you know, my idea was it's got an adjustable Woodenworks gas block in it, and it has a very low mass bolt carrier group in it, and it has the spring that's in it is actually specifically made for basically any pistol or a suppressed 300 blackout. It has a T1 tungsten buffer in it, so it's all about lightweight. You know, the lighter you can make that reciprocating mass, the less you're going to feel it. And I don't know, I never had a chance to shoot any of his, you know, Project Low Mass or Project Low Recoil. Oh, and of course, I feel the number one item on there for reducing felt recoil is the Huber Concepts brake. Absolute must. Absolute must. So, yeah, all I can say is, you know, watching somebody like Caitlin shooting it. You know, she's a shooter, but she's also a fairly you know, I never know. It's like, you know, if you're like massively overweight, are you offended on the verbiage? And if you're also petite, are you massively offended by the verbiage? But Caitlin, my dear, is petite. And watching her do a mag dump out of my AR pistol, and she doesn't move at all. The gun, if you actually turn the sound off, you might not even know every single time it goes off. So I feel I accomplished what I wanted. I have that thing. If that thing went full auto, it would probably still make one hole. It's my money. The power of YouTube and the widespread reach of the Brew Review channel. The viewers bitch when you talk about anything but beer. Laugh out loud. It's my money. Is Christine doing a torture test on that new knife? The cooking knife? She's used it. I hope she's not doing a torture test. Mr. 27. Matt Davis. As soon as money comes my way, I plan to put a 1-4 on my AR pistol. Same one I saw on some gun channel. I think he goes by Ebomey or something like that. I don't have any complaints about that. Like I said, it's on Project Overkill now just because I stole Overkill's scope. I honestly, I'm still not sure if I've made the right move or not because right now there's two Palmetto State AR-10s. One is set for long range shooting, has a good scope on it, and it's the 24-inch barrel. The other one is a traditional, a shorter barrel, and there's a Vortex red dot sitting on it. I thought about putting the 1-4 on that guy, thinking that would probably be a better suited combination. But then that meant that the red dot was going to go on Project Overkill. And I have to admit, there was something fun about shooting a .22 long rifle at 100 yards and basically having a spotting scope attached to your rifle. I mean, I could see every single one of my .22 long rifle hits with the Vortex Crossfire sitting on there. And somebody left a comment. I haven't had a chance to go answer or comment on any of the comments from today, but I'm telling you right now, probably the best bang for your buck is the Vortex Crossfire, the Crossfire 2. The absolute only thing, and it's not a deal breaker, but the only thing that I would change about it is the parallax is up on the objective, and it's not a dial on the side. That'd be it. That's my biggest bitch. It's really clear. The bullet drop in that is designed for 30 cal. So I don't know. Yeah, if I had another one of those, I probably. See, I kind of like the idea of having two different 308s with two different purposes in mind. There's the one that's supposed to be, I know, Smile Money, shut up, for extreme long distance. Then there's the 24-inch that's good for long distance. I mean, I'm sure you could probably do just as much damage with that at 1,000 yards once you learn the gun. And then the smaller one, which was the troublemaker from day one, but then again it was like just barely a 3-digit serial number, and that one has been effective since Palmetto basically sent a completely new top end for it. And like I said, it just has a Vortex red dot sitting on it. So I don't know. It's a little big to call it a close quarters rifle. I mean, I could have put the Odinworks close quarters stock on it, and it it would have been about the same as what I have now. But I don't know. Do you really need a 308 inside the house? I mean, yeah, if the one of the alphabets comes after you and you just decide that you want to, even the score as long as possible till they win, because they will win. That's why Clyde and Jim, why we get in the van and go somewhere else and use brains first as opposed to just light the neighborhood up. Yeah, for close quarters combat, I really it'd be fun. I mean, I remember JR10 was very enthused negatively when we started talking about building a 308 pistol, and there's plenty of those out on the market now, actually. Pokey Loki, how much do you want for that $50 trigger? I told you what I want for the Geisley trigger. I want the Folds of Honor Patriot Ordnance trigger, the same one that's in that right there. That's what I would really like. Hell, I'd even see the money is about the same, and I like the shoe on that better. The velocity triggers are awesome. The new one's got this stupid looking LJ. It might be a comfortable trigger, but nah. Oh, and I forgot to. J-Dog said that one of the Patriot Ordnance triggers with a straight shoe was on sale for $60 at Optics Planet. J-Dog, I'm only saying this out loud because I forgot to go look. He sent me the link, and God, it's like I really don't have the $60 right now, but I almost hate to let that go because I've been told by you guys that regardless of what the rest of the thing looks like, the guts of their triggers are basically all the same. So if you're extremely happy with the way the Folds of Honor, the one that was in the woman's build and the one that's in Secret Squirrel 2, if you like the way that feels, then just about any Patriot Ordnance trigger is going to be the same. But there's got to be something a little bit different because they have one, the one that looks like the Patriot Ordnance, and it's like a $239 trigger. The one that's in Secret Squirrel 2 there, I believe Clyde, I think he found it on sale in the $130 range. And if I could get one very similar in performance for $60 to put in one of these other rifles, I would, but just because of what it represents, Poco Loco, what I wanted to do is trade somebody the Geisley for the Folds of Honor because it comes with the anti-roll pins and blah blah blah, and it represents a cause that I really like. So what I want for the $150 trigger is like $130. NIHAP, when drinking whiskey, smooth does not always equal good. Sometimes you want to get beat up and thrown around. I bet you have never tasted 17 before. If you say that, probably not. But I am going to taste 17 again. Like I said, my very first impressions were kind of questionable, but yeah, there's not really much left in the flask. Oh, that's good. I'm liking getting tossed around and beat up. Wow. That's even better today. Oh no, it was 16 that I thought tasted like campfire wood. This I wrote strong, tasty, and burns a little. That's really good. Oh, hang on. And Cobra, it's proper. Okay, Cobra Burnout, Savage Nation. Hell yeah, Michael Savage. Like I said, of all the people that I listen to, Michael Savage is probably one of the straightest shooters. But right now, I'll take anybody on our side over any of the rest. You know why? How come liberal talk shows last for about 5 seconds? Didn't what's his name who invented the internet and helped stop global warming? Al Gore, didn't he? They try to, or was it? I don't remember. It was kind of like nobody called. They can't even get liberals to call. Matt Davis, love my 40s. Yeah, I know. I rallied against the 9mm. Oh, nothing but 40s. Put a couple 9mm in the collection. Really like the ammo and the takedown power of a more modern tactical personal defense round, and the fact that any gun made by any manufacturer can at least carry one more round of 9mm than it can 40. But you know, but neglects out everything you previously said. So I take away the but, and I'll just say that I just like having a collection with all of the above in there. You know, the most carried guns, and of course I have said if I had the 9mm equivalent of the Walther of the PPS, I would happily carry that in a 9mm. Mine happens to be a 40, and that has, to be totally honest, that has not seen a lot of action lately. As a matter of fact, wow, Nihap, this is going to sound familiar. I'm honestly not even sure where the hell the thing is right now. Somewhere in the house, I think. The two most carried things right now has been the two most carried guns right now has been the 40-43. That one has been pretty much the work gun. And if I'm not carrying that, then lately I've been carrying the G22 RTF. But when I take it to work, I downsize, so I'm not going quite as nuts with quite as whale tailing. Of course, again, I really don't care when I'm someplace I'm different. Then I'm still someplace where I am the authority. And then, of course, this has the recalled Strike Industries trigger. Supposedly, now I personally haven't been able to get it to fail like I've seen in some people's videos. So, yeah, I don't know. And of course, I got the Strike Industries sight down there. A big fiber optic front post. I carry one. The fiber optic post is actually inside my front sight. Yeah, he's gonna kill me. Frontline, intro babe. Oh Lord Jesus, Brew Babe isn't as good. Your choice in music needs work. Just a suggestion. Fuck no. That is Steve Vai, and he happens to be easily in my top 10 musicians, and that one pretty much speaks for itself. There's a lot of stuff off of his albums over the years that I really like, but maybe one of my personal favorites, especially lately, is Bad Horsey. Frontline, you sniff too much. Well, never go over and actually watch someone that reviews whiskeys, because I am the Cliff Note version. Frontline, I was getting ready for work. No fair. I didn't control it. I just hit upload and went to bed. Frontline, only 3 sniffs on the beer. Good job, buddy. Cobra, Taco Bell. Oh, by the way, Frontline Cigars has been restocked on their Blue Line cigars, their own cigars. So you've been able to go over there and buy other people's stuff. I'm sure if you wanted to, either right here in my comments or on his own channel, because Frontline has been putting up videos. Awesome job, by the way. And you could ask Steve what he would recommend, and he'd probably want to know a few things. I mean, especially if you're not a cigar person, you know, necessarily, but you know, you have them every now and then and you appreciate a cigar. I'm sure Steve would be happy to steer you in the right direction of, you know, is it going to be mild, sweet, you know, fairly bold and aggressive, that kind of thing. But if you're just looking for the blue lines, they are back in stock. So here's what I want. Steve seems a little edgy and pissy when he runs out and he can't happily satisfy his customers. So let's all go over to Frontline and buy up his collection so that he's out of cigars again. That'll show him. Actually, Steve, I haven't smoked any of the ones that I bought, and I think I still had 2 left over of the ones that you sent me a while back. I've been smoking up the Isla del Sols. I've been taking, I got my little Ziploc baggy humidor, and I do the V cut, and I bring it out and I put it in my little bullshit in the truck humidor, and as soon as I get done with work, I put on Christine's a quickie with Miss B, and I light that cigar and I drive home, and usually the shows have been going 15 minutes to 20 minutes, and the cigar, one of the Isla del Sols, roughly takes about, I don't know, if I don't like, you know, get on it, just enjoy it, try to keep it burning nice and cool. I can usually get 40 minutes to an hour sometimes out of them. So I'll usually you know, lollygag and I'll listen to Christine's show and then get out of the truck and go talk with my neighbor Mike for a while, and it's been really terrible. But maybe tomorrow I'll bring a blue line with. I'll be in the car a little bit, the truck. I'll be in the truck a little bit longer tomorrow because Friday has more errands between getting done with work and getting home. But yeah, guys, everybody that was telling me, I know I already sent a personal email to I Carry One because he was disappointed that I talked up the blue line cigars, and then he went to order and they were all out. But I Carry One, the Isla del Sols, oh my God, I don't, see, we've never had a private conversation about what you enjoy in cigars, other than I know you are a cigar smoker. But if you like a flavored, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a mild cigar, but it's definitely not a heavy hitter. It's definitely not that. So I would say it's just a tick above mild. I mean, if you're a big time smoker of aggressive cigars, you'd probably say, oh yeah, it's mild. But they're a coffee flavor infused, and I recommend those too. But of course, I recommend the blue line because they're Frontline's flagship. Real Cobra Burnout, Taco Bell is not my favorite choice, but it's way better than Taco John's. Yeah, no shit. See, I kind of wonder how it is from place to place. Now, I know, when you're born and raised in some place like Duluth, Minnesota, what the hell do we know about Mexican food and that kind of thing, other than, you know, my buddy Kevin Deutsch that went and lived with a family in Mexico, put together his menu and came back here and opened up the Hacienda del Sol until the city of Duluth shut him down because they wanted the property, and then it turned into a lawsuit, and I think it's still going on. You know what's really shitty is he had an absolutely beautiful courtyard out back, and then the Hilton, big fancy hotel got built right alongside the Hacienda del Sol, right where David Brown, right where Medevan and actually Will Call Ambulance, and then Medevan Ambulance, Arrowhead Hospital Medical Supply, and the underground parking structure, that all got torn down, and they built the, whatever it is, I think it's a Hilton. It's just a, one of these hotels. They built it, and the construction literally destroyed parts of the Hacienda del Sol, and nobody would help Kevin. Nobody cared. Cue the crickets. We got a big fancy hotel chain coming into Duluth. Fuck the little guy next door. And then these fuckers at the hotel somehow put all of their air conditioning compressors low on their building, right next to the other side of the wall where the courtyard was. So at one moment in time, you heard birds, the subtle breeze. If you listen closely, you might be able to hear the cars on the street, but for the most part, it was just pure Mexican serenity. Drinking your margarita, enjoying some of the finest Mexican food I've ever had. And then this piece of shit hotel opens up next door, and during the summer, when you'd be using the courtyard, because believe it or not, it wasn't a real popular place during the winter, all you heard was the goddamn air conditioners on the building next door. Yeah, fuck you. It really sucks when one of your favorite places gets basically blown out because they're the little people. Zeus, it's almost like the ATF is just making up regulations based on emotion instead of logic. Who regulates the alphabets? Good question. Again, I can pull every stock off of every single rifle and lay them all out on a table and ask somebody with a college degree, what's the difference between any of these? And almost everybody says, other than when I had the Thorsten sleeve on the AR pistol, that obviously looked different. Other than that, everything that I'm running right now looks like everything else. Yet, when I say, if I put that on that, I could go to jail immediately. And I got libtards looking at it going, that makes no sense at all. Welcome. Stephen, 40 cal in 2019 is for small-dicked homos. Hazman 440, I would like to punch Adam shit as hard as I can directly at his heart. Now, Smile Money has a sub-comment, but Hazman, I may say that your plan might be flawed in the fact that I don't think Adam shit has a heart. Smile Money, he might like that. He has the look of someone that likes to be disciplined or would enjoy being hurt. Salty Shellback, I'm lying in bed, sick, and the brewery view is good napping background noise. Maybe I'll have some whiskey when I get up. That's a good plan. Oh my god. No more talking about anything but comments. Sharky, on a pistol as short as yours, I'd stick with the EOTech or an Aimpoint Micro or similar. On a 10 or 11 inch one, I'm in doubt. A small 1-4 might work on that, but I feel it's more at home on a 4-16. I don't disagree. I mean, I personally thought that it was workable, but it did kind of look like someone would give you shit about it. Sharky, build guns at home. You need a ghost gunner. Home CNC machine with preset programs for AR-15, 1911, and more stuff. Costly, but cool. Oh my god, seriously? It's a real thing? Fucker. Sharky again. Ah, you painted that grip. Hope it holds up. Over here, it looked like it was made of wood. I got some wood for you. Sharky, wet farts are the worst. I have no idea what you're talking about. Mr. 27, damn. In just a few weeks, I'll be Jose PhD 38. Laugh out loud. Are you saying that the 27 represents how long ago you started your YouTube channel? Mr. 27, hey Google, how smart are you?
I surf the internet all day, so I'm pretty smart, and really into cats.
That's touching.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Thanks, Bob.
You're very, very welcome.
Mr. 27, nice brew babe, intro babe, eh? Not so much. You don't like the intro babe? Well, she was slutty. I don't know. What's wrong with slutty? Mr. 27, hey Google, is the intro brew babe a brew dude? See, even she said, fuck you, you're wasting our time. Jay from Elite Ammunition on the right goddamn video. I want some of that intro girl's honey cream. EMT Rail fan, oh man, I hate when my farts end up on the floor. Yes, I watched till the end. Gunwild, I personally think only a red dot or iron sight should go on an AR pistol. But to each his own. And an EOTech is large and quick target acquisition, says Smile Money. I agree, Smile Money, you are very smart. Jay, White Label needs to make some 350 Federal stuff. Let's see what I can do. Gunwild, I love Taco Bell, but I am a fat guy and kind of goes with the territory. If I want to clean my colon, I eat at Del Taco. Gunwild, we are finally getting our first rain of the season in always sunny Southern California. Thunder and lightning too. It's the perfect time to head out to the shop and light up a Blue Line cigar. Oh yeah. Did you hear that, Steve? Smile Money. Smile Money hopes that the liberals don't stand and go because they'll drown. I hope they do. Ammohead 73. Thanks for the visual. I hope the scope, I think the scope looks good on the pistol, but looks better on Project Overkill's barrel length. I can't believe you slaughtered my 27-inch girl. Damn you. She's getting there naked, needing a new dress. How dare you? You should send her my way. I'll take her somewhere nice like Walmart and get her a pretty new dress, you animal. Oh God, please no, not another family reunion story. Ammohead 73. Oh, I almost forgot. We had a scare at the past family reunion. Tommy Dale, my second cousin on my Uncle Daddy's side, forgot rubbers. Cousin Mary Kate said it was okay and that we could just wrap them in Ziploc baggies and rubber bands. Emergency averted. I wasn't much worried though, because Mary Kate has a very tight noose and washes it occasionally. Yeah, it helps to keep the smell down. Okay, moving on. Good story, Ammohead. Blue Thunder. We need Blondie back to let us know how she made out at the bar. Get a second job. I gotta hand it to the kid. Rock on, Sammy. Yeah, I should have Sammy back. I know her first night went so well that they asked her the second night. I think she was an actual bartender. And then after that, they basically scheduled her for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, no holidays with my Sammy Poo this year, or Lily. Blue Thunder, your security could do with some updating. Matt gets in without fucking alarms going off. This is true. J-Dog, here. Blue Thunder, blowing into a gadget. I've seen it all now. I got your gadget right here. Ron T. Soya. Nice. Stop eating that crap. Yeah, I don't know. Ron, what the hell was I eating? It was on yesterday's video. Frontline, you're fired. We want Christine. She has her own channel. Go over there. Frontline, I'm requesting a Boilermaker. Do it. Shot of whiskey inside a beer and down it now. Listen. Listen. You don't fucking own me. You know, if you're going to do a Boilermaker, though, I don't know if I have, oh yeah. I prefer that action in a darker beer, and somehow I feel that Jason, you would prefer. Okay, so I've never ever even heard of one of these before. An Irish carb bomb, laddie. Those are good. Okay, let us, no. Let us, let's do a little 16. 16 and life to go. I'm sure you can pick the damn beer that you want, but I always thought that the whiskeys and the scotches all mixed with darker beers a little better. And this is the last one from Jules. Sam had one of these and really liked it. This is a rye porter. Wow, that lightened her way up. Of course, now I've got... Hey, Steve, thanks for the head. Got Spooge on my phone. What was it? Matt was bitching that this was like too difficult for him because he was worried he was going to get his teeth knocked out. Yet he's okay at the truck stop on Friday nights. Oof. Serious, man. That one is... Oh, number 16, it's like campfire water. Okay, last, David Brown. Eric's a male thief, bitch. That's my shirt. And we hit the two-hearted ale button. There's only 3 of you. Smile money. Don't sell yourself short, Judge. I'm standing in this two-hearted ale. I have to honestly say, Salty Shellback, I'll hold you personally responsible. I'm a little disappointed with the APPLEFEST ale. It's just kind of light on everything. I mean, I could go find I could go find some large quantity produced shit like Budweiser and stuff like that. That's, you know, isn't exactly that far behind this in flavor. I mean, it's like a lawnmower beer, but I know because I just bought it. $10 for a 6-pack. It's I would put it in the never get it again category, and I'm for what it is. If it's just now, I'd give it a higher score if it was on a frickin' APPLEFEST ale score, but overall, I'm gonna give it a 4. They're drinkable. Oh, and by the way, today is my neighbor and friend Mike. It's his birthday. As of an hour ago, I'm the only person to give him a birthday present, and I was the 4th person to tell him happy birthday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like 1, or is it 2? Two of his 3 kids, or maybe it was only 1 of his 3 kids, said happy birthday, and his sister. Other than that, that was it. He goes, you gave me the most incredible gift that a guy could hope for. I got him a 12er of Bush. I mean, shit, I know, if you know what someone likes. First in the club is Smile Money. Okay, cheers. I could have missed this club meeting. Wake me when you get new business. There you go, you're awake. Real Burnout, cheers, 200 Ale Club. Hey, Cobra, at least I don't have to wait around for you to show up. As of right now, I'm not going to change it to the Real Cobra Burnout button. And J-Dog, Heart Club. I think I'd have to go back and review the film. I'm not sure if it's Smile Money or J-Dog that is the record holder for the most Two-Hearted Ale Club meetings. Well, you guys are probably right in there, about the same, with the most stars on your calendar, and I see that it's way over an hour. So I will bid you adieu and say a big thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Nyhap for the bottle of Ardbeg. And it's definitely showing up just in time. I was gonna say I thought I had an opening over here, but that's the only reason that there isn't is because I put the Dickel Tennessee sipping whiskey from Justin on the shelf. I'm just gonna squeeze that in right there. If that bottle falls, I'll cry. So okay, one Stalker Steve button, one last time. J-Dog stands as the last comment, and I'm gonna drink one of those before I go upstairs, because I'm gonna play with the JP a while. You guys could miss out on a 308 basement pop, and we will probably see you tomorrow. And as of right now, I have no plans. I have no plans for Locked and Loaded. Probably just gonna sit and talk about the bullshit impeachment thing. I mean, the news can tell all the lies they want, but if you actually hear what's going on, why is it still going on? Cheers, guys.